What if your dating life has nothing to do with who's texting you back? And what if it had everything to do with what you're making it mean? Let's talk about that. Because here is what I see all the time with my clients. Something happens, someone doesn't reply, the conversation drops off, a date gets canceled, and immediately your brain kicks into overdrive. He's not interested. I did something wrong. This always happens to me. I'm too old. I'm too much. I'm too late to the show. That inner dialogue, it doesn't just make you feel bad. It shapes how you show up. You pull back, you lower your standards, or you spiral and overcompensate, trying to prove you're worth choosing. But here's the truth. It's not what happened that hurt. It's the meaning that you gave it. And that meaning, well, it triggers your emotions. It triggers your frustration, your fear, your disappointment, your anxiety, which then drives your decisions. So instead of confidently navigating dating, you start reacting to ghosts from the past, old patterns, old fears, old wounds. Let me give you a quick example. One of my clients, she went on 3 amazing dates with someone. They had a great chemistry. They had shared values, laughter. I mean, it was all there. And then he didn't text her for 2 days. 2. Immediately she went into a spiral. I knew it was too good to be true. Maybe I was too forward. Why do I always ruin it? But we paused and asked a different question. What else could this mean? Could he be sick? Could he be traveling or busy with work? Could he be into her, but not so great with communication yet? Could this actually have nothing at all to do with her? That pause, well, that willingness to question the meaning, well, it completely shifted for her, and it completely shifted her energy. She stayed grounded. She didn't chase. She didn't shut down. And guess what? Of course, he reached out to her later that day. He'd been at a family emergency out of town. Now just imagine how different things would have gone if she had let the story in her head take the lead. That's why I always say, you don't need to control what happens. You need to control what you make it mean. Because that's what determines how you feel. And how you feel, well, that's what determines how you date. When you're calm and you're centered, well, you make powerful decisions. When you're anxious and you're triggered, you're going to accept breadcrumbs. You're going to overthink texts and keep calling it love. So if you want to shift your dating life, don't start with the app. Start with the story. Start by asking yourself, what am I making this to mean? And is it helping me to feel empowered, or is it keeping me small? Because meaning, well, it creates emotion. And emotion, it drives everything. So what if it didn't have to be so dramatic? What if one message didn't ruin your day because you finally knew how to stay grounded in your own truth? I'm Elizabeth Tritsch, like Hitch, and I help singles begin confidently dating from a place of self-trust and connection so that they can be in a loving, connected relationship without the overthinking, without settling, without losing themselves in the process. So tell me in the comments, what's one story that you've been telling yourself in dating and that you're ready to let go of? And don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe for more high-level dating strategy. And remember, as I always say, You're only one date away or one shift away from a loving relationship.